In the centre of the French countryside was a beautiful chateau, left abandoned and forgotten for over 40 years. Then, 1 year ago, a family from the UK fell in love with its beauty and embarked on an adventure.
So this is the hotel.
Where that big tree is there, can you see the pillar? To bring back to life this forgotten chateau. Join myself Terry, my partner Ash, my mum Tracy, dad Tony and nephew Jonathan in our family adventure at Château de Lalacelle. So we're back again. Hope you all had a fantastic Christmas and Boxing Day. Tried sitting down for a bit and enjoying it and relaxing, but I couldn't help it. I've come back in the chateau and do a bit more work. So just here in one of the bathrooms on the middle floor. This is what we used to call the pink bathroom, and it was the only bathroom in the chateau. At the moment, obviously, we've got all of the floor down, so we've put a new floor down, which we're going to raise up in certain sections so we can get the best of the views for the bath. And the next part, obviously, in one of our last videos, me and Ash took all of this wall down. All of the bricks were just crumbling away and stuff like that. So we've took all of them down, but obviously the frame's literally barely held up. So I've started to build this stud frame in, just so it can support it in certain sections. And then I need to build a couple more supports. This doorway is going to go, so we're going to box this back up how it originally was, because there wasn't originally a door there. So we're going to get some panelling sorted for that, so it just looks like a complete wall again. And then in between it all, I need to fix all of the pipework for what will be the control unit for the shower. So we've got like a nice slipper bath that's going to sit here. They'll have freestanding taps, but then the shower control unit will be built into the wall and it'll just come straight down from the ceiling. So I need to get all that sorted, get all boxed in, ready, and then we can look at starting to put the panelling that we've got at the moment back on the wall ready. So yeah, it's good. So I've built a bit of the wall, done that, I think it was yesterday, done a bit of it just to get started. So I've got the outside of the frame in. I just need to put the extra supports in the middle, and then we can look at putting a bit of insulation in and do a little bit. So yeah, it's all good, but I'll get on with it now. So this is part of the panelling that was on the wall that I'm building. As you can see, obviously this is where the doorway was. So we're going to have to get this panel remade, or see if we can get it, obviously cut a straighter line down there and get an additional piece added on. But what I'm going to have to do is work out the exact centre point of this panel for where the control unit's going to be for the shower head. So it'll just be mounted on the front here, so when you need the shower on you can just control it from there. But instead I want it nice and central in this panel as much as I can. So what I've got left of it I'll measure up now and then see what we can get started with it. So I've got all of the wall up now. I'll get a couple more of the noggins in, like the supports in between, but the main part of the frame's up, and then I can get some insulation in as well. I've just worked out where I'm actually going to pop the mixer tap for the shower unit. So what will happen is obviously the hot and cold feed will come straight up. One will go on one side, one will go the other side, and then the feed for the shower head will come straight out, straight up here, and straight from the ceiling, straight down. So that's all good, but I just need to think of a way to support the actual taps itself, because they're supposed to be screwed straight through the back, and don't want to go straight into the old panelling because I haven't really got too much of a depth there. So I've got a nice chunky piece of plywood. I'm going to screw that on to there, and then at least I've got a decent piece of wood to screw the mixer taps in, and I can get them nice and level. And then when it comes to it, obviously when we get the new panelling over, that'll go over the front with a nice plate on the front as well. And all you'll see is the control unit for the heat, and then obviously just to turn the shower on as well. So hopefully it'll all work out and it'll look nice once it's finished, whenever it is done. But yeah, it's good. Just a lot of hard work at the moment. Just planning ahead exactly what needs doing to work it all out. So yeah, so like I said, I've got this, so I'll get this piece of wood in now where the taps are going to be, and then we can get it all fixed in properly and go from there. So that's the wall pretty much all done now. It's all sorted. I've got the support on for the control unit for the taps, which is good. So that's all level. So just need to bring the water pipes up, connect them. So we'll have the hot one side, cold the other, and then the feed coming out straight up there. And I'll have to make the channel in the ceiling, just so we can get the water pipe coming down, and then we'll hide it all back up again afterwards. But yeah, but good day's work done. Obviously got all that built. It's all ready now. So I need to go and get some insulation so I can put some insulation behind it all. And then we can look at getting some of the panelling back on. So yeah, that's good. I'll crack on doing the rest of that now. So getting there with this wall that I'm sorting out. I've got the pipe fed all the way up now for obviously what's going to feed the overhead shower. So it's all the way through the wall and I've got it through the ceiling now as well, which is good. I just need to sort out some sort of bracket which is going to hold the copper pipe to come down, so it'll be a lot more rigid rather than the flexi pipe. So to find out of a way to support it up there, and then we can have it coming down. But the next stage I need to do now is to box the rest of this in. So on the other side I'm just going to put some chipboard on at the moment, just to box it all in. On the other side I think I'm going to be covering this part of the panelling anyway, so I don't know if we're going to get it replaced or if we're going to have a big hat stand covering it. So we won't need to sort out the panelling there, we'll just be able to put some normal wood and then box it in. But obviously on this side we're going to get all of the panelling remade, so it'll all match in. Yeah, so I'll get the boards on this side now, get that done, and then I can start getting the insulation in, and then look at getting some of the old panelling back on, and see what sizes we're going to need to get replaced. So yeah, I'll get this done now. So while I'm on with some of the work here in the bathroom, this panel here, it was quite loose, and I can feel underneath quite a lot of it's rotting away. So I've got most of it off now, I'm just about to lift it out, and hopefully we can save it, try and spray it with some of the woodworm treatment and put a bit of the wood hardener on, and hopefully it'll be okay. But at the bottom here I can see a root of some sort growing behind it. So obviously there's been quite a lot of water coming in this part of the chateau at some point. So I'm going to get it off and see obviously what's going on behind here, and then try and get it out. As you can see there's a big root going behind the wall of the chateau. There you go, this is grown behind the panelling and it goes further down. I'm not sure exactly how far down it goes, but below this is the corner of the grand salon and the billiard room. So I'm guessing it goes, it must go behind the panelling in the billiard room, because there's no panelling in the salon and you can't see anything going down the wall there. So unless it's grown actually through the wall and it came from outside, because I know we've had a couple of bits where it's been obviously knacking the brickwork from there. So obviously it's dead now, but it'd be still good to get it out. So yeah, we'll cut it out now and get sorted. I don't know how far it actually goes down, but so got that part of the wall done now. The next stage I'm going to do before I put the insulation in is I'm going to give it a spray with woodworm treatment. Obviously we know the Chateau has had a massive problem with woodworm all over, to be honest. So there isn't really any signs of it in this part. There's one or two on the bottom part where the bath used to be. But the rest of it looks okay. But just as a precaution, while I'm in, I've got it off. I'm just going to give it a quick spray of woodworm treatment and then it'll all be protected. So we know it's going to be safe when all the room's finally done. So I'll get all this on and give it a quick spray, and then I'll have to leave it for a while because the fumes are just so bad. So I'll move on to something else. So yeah, I'll get this on. So while I'm waiting for the woodworm treatment to dry in the bathroom, the next thing, I'll come up here and finish off sanding these beams. This is the salon on the third floor, which will be for me and Ash. Pretty much sorted. Obviously we've got it all painted, got all the electrics in. It's just like the last finishing bits that we need to do. So getting this beam sanded off, I've done pretty much most of it. I've just got that last bit to do there. And then go over with the fine sandpaper just so it's nice and smooth. And then after that, that's ready to get some stain on. We need to sand the floor and then it's pretty much sorted in here, which would be good. We'd have one room finally sorted up here. And then we can move on to finishing off the bedroom. So yeah, so I'm going to crack on getting this sanded and then hopefully we'll have a room finished soon.
Well, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Aye.
Happy New Year.
We're here in 2022 now.
No, it's crazy. A year.
Another year, I'll get all the dates wrong for the next month.
But no, it's been brilliant. It's been nice to have Christmas in the Chateau, isn't it?
Yeah, it's time for a
and
quiet time.
yeah.
Sort of.
Well, a little bit of quiet time. I think you spent more time working on Christmas than we have on the Chateau for the rest of the year.
No. But it was nice. It was our aim was to be in here for Christmas,
Yeah.
wasn't it? So it was good that we actually got that sorted, and we managed to have a nice New Year party as well, didn't we?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Certainly did. It was well worth the effort.
Yeah, it was that good. But now it's just back to work.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's good
It's good
to get back to some normality and routine and everything else. We need a bit of that now, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
And Charles back at school tomorrow.
Hey.
No more being tortured at daft o'clock.
No, so it's all good. Obviously, I've been cracking on with doing work on the bathroom upstairs, just in between Christmas and New Year because
you can't bloody sit still.
no, I couldn't sit still, so I thought I'd just go and do a little bit of work up there. So I've got a bit done up there. Just need to get the insulation in now,
Yeah.
and then look at getting the paneling back on and what we're going to do with the paneling that we need to get remade.
Yeah, get that sorted.
Yeah, we need to get that sorted. Try and think of a way of if we're going to do it ourselves or if we're going
I'm
to try
sure
and
you'll
get
be
someone.
able to do it yourself. I'm positive you'll be able to do it yourself.
Yeah,
I said this. I said if he buys me the stuff, I'll do it. I don't mind.
We can
It's a
try.
new skill to learn, isn't it?
we can try. We'll see. If not, if someone wants to come over and do some paneling for us, it would be great.
Anybody with an expert industrial grade router would be perfect.
Yeah. But that's getting there. So we're just in the middle of taking all the Christmas stuff down now, aren't we?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's going a bit bare again.
Yeah,
It is.
back to normal.
Back to work mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good.
But we'll get this down, get sorted, and then it's back to our normal routine with videos.
Yeah, Wednesdays, Sundays.
Wednesdays,
One.
obviously, we'll do with the cottage. Obviously, use are pretty much there with a lot of the stuff now, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're moving in with stuff.
Slowly,
Been
yeah.
sleeping in there as well, haven't
Sleeping
you?
in there, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
been wonderful.
Out the caravans.
A real bed.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Jonathan likes it.
Yeah, he settled in straight away.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
He'd sleep anywhere, but yeah, he does sleep
Yeah.
well over there, doesn't he?
Well, what he wants now is us out of his room so he can have it all to himself.
But we'll carry on with the video. So we'll do the Wednesday updates on the cottage, and then we'll keep the Sunday for the Chateau, and that's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, the other thing I was going to say was subscribe. Please, guys, subscribe. We were looking through the stats the other day, and half of the people that watch our channel haven't subscribed yet.
No,
so
definitely not.
hit the subscribe button, because it really does help us. We know what we're doing, and we know what we're doing right then as well. So
Yeah.
it really does help. So please hit them likes, hit the subscribe, and
Yeah, thank you for all your comments. Obviously, we do read through them and we'll get back to as many as we can.
And all the support that we've had through the year, especially Christmas.
Especially Christmas.
Yeah.
Like,
The
yeah,
support for Christmas has been unbelievable.
yeah.
It's
Like,
been lovely.
just to receive cards
Yeah.
and gifts and all that, it's been lovely, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a great spur to get back into the saddle and crack on this year.
Yeah, but it's just been nice because people obviously appreciating what we're doing, and they are actually part of the journey.
Yeah, which is
Absolutely.
nice.
Well, they feel part of it anyway. So yeah, so it's all good. But like I said, please subscribe because it does help, and obviously just putting a like on the video as well, that massively helps with it. And all the details should be at the bottom with the rest of our social media stuff. So we've got Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.
Yes.
and you starting TikTok this year.
Definitely
No.
not.
I think after some of those moves on the New Year, I think we should have enough footage to probably launch our own TikTok alternative.
Yeah, we're good there, but it's just I've got too much with.
We need a social media manager next.
We
Yeah.
do, yeah. So we need that.
Send
as
your
well.
CVs.
Yeah. Social media manager and someone to do wood paneling. And we still need someone to do the window cleaning.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's a job in itself.
So yeah, well, thank you very much, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
See you Wednesday, guys.
So yeah, bye.
If you'd like to join us on our family journey, bringing back this once forgotten chateau, then please join us on Patreon for behind the scenes footage, updates, live chats, and your very own piece of the chateau.